name's Angela Graham, and I am doing Medical 101 CPR scenarios. So the first one is going to be making dinner. In a small cramped kitchen, me and some friends are having a spaghetti dinner. The water is boiling and the pasta is now ready to be carried into the sink and drain. I pick up the pot of pasta and I start going to the direction of the sink. The pot holder slips slightly, causing water to splash on my arm. The scalding water burns my forearm and I'm experiencing a lot of pain with a red blistering burn on my arm. What is the appropriate response? So if I'm in the scenario where it's a red blistering burn, I would consider that as a second-degree burn. So which means if it's more than 10%, you will want to call 911 and let them know what's going on, or have someone else call 911. While you're doing that, you're going to actually start cooling. You're going to go to the sink and pour cool water on it and make sure you take all loose jewelry and materials off. While you're running the cool water, grab some gauze and you're going to put it lightly over the burned area, your forearm, and you're going to wait for medical help if it's more than 10% of a second-degree burn. If it's smaller than 10%, you're just going to keep the gauze on and make sure for both instances you do not put ointment on the actual area where it's burnt, because that could cause trouble. Alright, so my second scenario is going to be the food court. So I'm with my friends at the mall. We're having some Chinese food and we're having fun. My friend decides to eat fast and there's a lot of conversation and laughter. So Josh starts to gag and looks panicked. He holds his throat and he's not making any noise or coffee. So what is my appropriate response? I tell a friend to go call 911. And as we're waiting for emergency services, I'm actually going to perform the Heimlich maneuver on Josh. This is his head. So I'm going to get at a parallel angle for Josh. I'm going to make a fist, put it above the belly button line, and put my other hand right here on top of the fist. And I'm going to do an upward thrust motion until we can get the short ribs out of Josh's airways. And then I'm going to make sure that Josh is okay, and we're going to wait for medical personnel to come to clear him. And my last one is actually called in class. So our class has been in session for 15 minutes. The instructor's going over homework. And my friend next to me starts jerking violently and slumps to the floor and starts convulsing. Continues. So we're next to an area with a lot of books and other supplies. So my appropriate response is to make sure that someone calls, to make sure that everything's clear, to have somebody assist me and call 911. Make sure we loosen up any clothing or materials. And if the person actually starts to vomit, I'm gonna place them over and put them in, I believe, the recovery position until they gain consciousness and then we're just going to wait for medical personnel and let the person be, and let them revive and be aware of their senses. And that is my interpretation of the CPR.